Hello everyone. Welcome to our Tech and Repair channel. Today we are going to tackle a common and critical problem related to one of Asus's most popular models, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15. We will focus specifically on motherboard repair. This video is especially dedicated to those users whose Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 won't turn on, most likely due to a fault on their motherboard. This type of problem can be especially frustrating, but with patience and the right tools, it is possible to repair it on your own. Let's start with an introduction to the problem. Motherboard failures can manifest themselves in various ways. The most common symptom is that the device won't turn on. This can be due to a variety of reasons such as electrical overload, manufacturing issues, or even continuous and prolonged use of the laptop that can lead to wear and tear on its internal components. Detecting the source of the problem on the motherboard can be tricky, but it's not impossible. Before you begin the repair, make sure you have all the necessary tools on hand. You'll need a multimeter to measure electrical current and diagnose components, a set of precision screwdrivers, a soldering kit to replace damaged components, and thermal paste to apply after removing and replacing the processor. The first step is to open up the laptop. Start by making sure the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 is completely powered off and disconnected from any power source. Remove the battery if possible, and discharge any static electricity by touching a metal surface before handling internal components. Once you've taken these precautions, use a precision screwdriver to remove all of the screws from the bottom of the laptop. Make sure to store the screws in a safe place where they won't get lost, as each one has its specific place when reassembling the device. After removing all of the screws, use a plastic opening tool to gently unclip the bottom case of the laptop. With the case removed, you'll be able to see and access the internal components of the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15. Locate the motherboard. Before proceeding to handle it, carefully disconnect all cables and connectors associated with the motherboard, including those for the hard drive, RAM, and any additional installed cards. Keep in mind that these connectors can be fragile, so handle them with care. The next step is to remove the motherboard itself. Depending on the specific design of your Asus ROG Zephyrus G15, there may be multiple additional screws securing the motherboard in place. Use your precision screwdriver to remove these screws. Once all screws and connectors are removed, you'll be able to lift the motherboard out of the device. With the motherboard now in view, use your multimeter to diagnose the components. Check for blown fuses, swollen capacitors, or any other obvious signs of damage. Damaged components are often a common cause of motherboard failure. It can also be helpful to look up Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 specific motherboard diagrams online to accurately identify and locate critical components. If you find a damaged component, it's time to break out your soldering kit. Carefully remove the burnt or damaged component by using the soldering iron to melt the solder holding it in place. Once removed, place the new component in its place and use the soldering iron to secure it properly. It is crucial to work with patience and precision here, as a mistake could cause further damage to the motherboard. After replacing the damaged components, it is advisable to apply thermal paste on the processor before reinstalling it. Thermal paste improves heat transfer between the processor and the heatsink, helping to keep the laptop running efficiently. Now, place the motherboard back into the laptop and make sure to reconnect all the cables and connectors the right way. Reinsert the screws holding the motherboard in place and reassemble the laptop's bottom case, securing all the case screws. Finally, place the battery back in its place. If you had removed it, connect the laptop to a power source and turn it on. If everything went well, your Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 should power on without any problems and work optimally. In this story, we have detailed the steps required to repair the motherboard of the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15. If you feel unsure at any stage of the process, or if the problem persists, we recommend seeking professional help. You can contact or visit an authorized service center. In Madrid, a highly recommended place to carry out repairs is the Kelatos company located at Calle de Joaquín María López, 26, Madrid, Spain. This center has expert technicians and all the necessary tools to carry out any highly complex repair. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell to receive notifications of our upcoming tutorials. Also, if you have any questions or need additional clarification, don't hesitate to leave your questions in the comments. See you next time.